Hi guys, if you do not know, I am Grandpa Glenn, aka Bonnet Bandit on Apex. I don't know how the names got separated, but Bonnet Bandit ended up staying after I didn't want to. Anyways, I digress. This video is about like, bro, Rampart needs a buff, and like, you know, I'm not even saying it as a joke, and I'm not like trying to say that like she just needs a buff just because she needs a buff. It's because everybody is actually stronger. Like, they put like Respawn, please, if you see this video, I'm going to give you a few things on and give perfect examples to make Rampart better without making her absolutely cracked, without her losing her identity of like losing her walls. Because I see other pro players talking about, oh, Rampart just needs to lose her walls and like give her a movement ability with Sheila. No, that's lame. Like, it's just like, you just can't slap movement on every single character. Please, for the love of it, you can literally just make them better. But anyways, here are a few things to make Rampart better without like you know, getting rid of how she is. I mean, like you know, look at her. She like she needs this. Like, everybody else is over here all serious, and she's just over there. Anyways, number one, which is probably like the most obvious thing that people always say, amp covers going up. The speed of amp covers going up. Only gotten a buff one time from whence I was been playing her. Well, it's either one or two times, but it could go for a much needed buff, and here's why. Because literally, movement is just so out there. That, and also Caustic's deploy speed for his gas traps. You guys buff that. You guys buff Caustic out the wazoo, and he's just used in ranked comp. So it's just like, come on now, come on. Like, Rampart's, she can't really be used because a lot of her stuff takes longer. That, and also that people team shoot the amp covers. On to point number two. Rampart. So one of the changes that you guys actually did, I actually do like, with some of the walls changes, especially like the thing with the speed boost. This is more or less like a quality of life thing for Rampart. So her walls, when, like, I'm going to show an example here. Her walls, whenever it gets destroyed, she gets a speed boost from the wall being destroyed. So like, wall going up, it gets destroyed, she gets a speed boost. Cool, sick. That's actually fantastic. But why is it like, if I pick up my wall, I don't get the speed boost from the wall? I think I think if Rampart picks up her wall and it's energized, it would be much better than her just leaving her amp cover like back behind her initially. Literally, just one of the rules with playing Rampart, you always pick up your amp covers, or otherwise it'll screw you over later on down the line, and the enemy team is going to use your own amp cover against you, which is horrible. Have the ability to pick up amp covers while like, just pick up amp covers even if they're damaged. I feel like with Rampart, it can't be hurtful for her to be able to pick up amp covers while they're damaged. Like, you know, Caustic kind of like, I guess, makes sense. Wattson, in almost a way, makes sense, but people don't shoot Wattson's things off like on the ground that like as often as, like, you know, like if they're not activated, people aren't gonna feel incentivized to shoot it. But like Rampart, I feel like is probably like the worst one, which also kind of like goes into like my other point where like the speed boost, jumping over your wall and leaving your wall like, you know, just exposed in your back. You're running away from your wall, that's like the direction where it's pointing, and you could get shot in your back very easily. I just think that's like really bad. So like, to combat that, like, you know, if you want people to just do that, the least you could do is like give Rampart the ability to pick up her wall, like if it's like even damaged a little, because that would be absolutely sick. Plus that would also open up new avenues for outplaying people. Shoot, you know how much people I would bait to go behind like my Rampart amp cover, sit behind it, and they're out in the open and I just take it away from them. You don't need that anymore. Snatchies. But yeah, those were like the main things I could think of for Rampart to make her better, without making her like busted. It would just like, it would be really good just for people who like play Rampart like a lot and not be like overly tuned like some other characters' abilities. Like, I know like, you know, why not overtune Rampart, but like, you can slowly buff her and it would be like good. Like how you guys just literally just buffed Fuse.